Today we're going to be making another dish utilizing our rotisserie chicken. Again, a rotisserie chicken helps a lot, especially if you're in a hurry. So you don't have to boil a fresh chicken. You know, this one you can just pretty much boil it and it already has that flavoring and the seasoning in it. So it adds more body to that soup or the stock that you're making. So I already removed like half a breast when I made the Greek lemon soup. So we still got plenty of leftovers here. So today we'll be making chicken Mami. We're gonna start off with our rotisserie chicken. That's probably half of a rotisserie chicken left in there. I'm gonna be using some Napa cabbage. We're gonna be slicing that and thinly slicing some green onions. It's just one bunch here. And we're gonna use half of a green onion. We're gonna be chopping that pretty finely. And also the starter dish, the noodles. I got lucky and actually found this in an Asian market. But it's a Mami, which is like a flat, it's kind of like a chow mein but more flat. And a dish usually comes in two pieces. So I already used one prior, and then here's another one that I can use today. Other than that, it's pretty much just a boil and then just toss in the ingredients. It's going to be a very mild chicken flavor. So if it's not if the flavor is not strong enough, just add in some chicken powder to intensify that chicken flavor. But yes, this is going to be a mild chicken soup, a mild chicken noodle soup. We've placed our rotisserie chicken into a pot full of 12 cups of water. Now we're gonna boil that for about 30 minutes to an hour to kind of infuse that water with all that chicken flavor. So, of course, the longer you cook it, the better the flavor is gonna taste. Also, if you put too much water or you didn't have enough chicken, you can always add in chicken powder to add more chicken flavor to this soup. So while our chicken is boiling, we're gonna prep our other ingredients. So as our chicken is boiling over here, we have finished prepping our ingredients. So right here we have some, I've thinly sliced some green onions, chopped some onions, and our noodles are right here in a packet. And we chopped up some of our Napa cabbage. They're like 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch thick. Also, we're going to be topping, as a topping, we're going to be adding in some boiled eggs, the small pieces of that Napa cabbage, and some chopped green onions. You can add in all kinds of toppings that you want. Some add toasted garlic, which is pretty good. You can also add in shredded carrots. I mean, you can pretty much top your soup with all kinds of ingredients. So I'm just showing you the basic, and then you can just add your own ingredients when you're making it. So now it's been about 30 minutes. We're gonna start removing our chicken from the broth. Also, the rotisserie chicken helps because it gives that broth a nice aroma from the rotisserie. So we're just gonna start removing them one by one. We're gonna set them in a bowl and we're gonna let it cool down, then we're gonna shred the chicken. If you leave like some pieces in there, it's not the end of the world. So, or you can also strain the whole stock into a bowl with a strainer. So that's it. We'll set it aside. And now we're gonna, in that same stock, we're gonna add in our onions. Set our heat to high to bring it up to temperature. And I have a feeling the flavor is not gonna be strong enough because we have a lot of water on our stock. So try it out first. If it's fine enough for you, just leave it as is. But I have a feeling I'm gonna need more chicken flavoring on it. Yeah, you can get the rotisserie flavor, but it's not quite strong of a chicken flavor that I prefer. So I'll probably add in about 2 tablespoons of chicken powder. So we'll start off with 2 tablespoons for now. And then if it's not strong enough, we'll add in more later. So don't put a lot all at once because it might get too salty and then you can't really take it back other than adding water. So let's try it. Much better. I think I'm going to be adding probably 1 more tablespoon later. But for now, let's add some pepper. Again, this is what it is. It's just a chicken noodle soup. So it's a very mild chicken flavor. And then we're just gonna be tossing in our ingredients later after this. So we're gonna cover it, let it simmer. And we're gonna taste it again later, see if the seasoning's fine. And then if the chicken's cool down in time, we're gonna be shredding them and putting them back in the soup. Okay, our broth is boiling again. Now we're gonna be tasting it again. Make sure the seasoning is perfect. It's still a little mild for me, so I'm gonna add in just 1 more tablespoon of the chicken powder. Next thing is we're gonna be adding in our noodles. So here's our noodles. They're soft. I mean, they're not like the hard ones that you have to hydrate to put to get it cooking. So these ones are pretty soft. You just toss them in, and then you're gonna need the help. You're gonna start breaking them up together. And then we're gonna be breaking them up as we go. So gradually kind of just break them apart. It'll eventually fall apart there. So let's cover that up and just let it simmer for a while we shred our chicken. All right, let's go check on our noodles. This should have already broken apart. Looks perfect. Now, we're gonna be adding in our chicken back to the soup. So just shred them. If it's too hot, use 2 forks to kind of peel them apart. All right, now there's 2 ways of eating this. This is pretty much done. You can either leave it as is, put them in a bowl, and then serve it, and then add in the toppings at the end. Or you can add in everything all at once and then just toss them in a bowl. I'll show you both. So I'm gonna add in our green onions and our Napa cabbage. Probably give it 1 minute to warm up. This is the lazy way of doing it, which is usually my way of doing it. So let's cover it for a minute and then get our bowl ready for serving. Now, if you want to serve it like a restaurant style, what they usually do is this is just the stock and the noodles. Nothing else is in it. So what they usually do is grab some of the noodles, which is not a lot. Yeah, sad to say these are very hard to find, especially where I am. I usually get these all the time when I was still in San Diego. So now you got your noodles here, and you usually add in a boiling stock of this soup. Just like that. And next, let's go over to our table and finish the toppings. All right, let's go finish our toppings. So usually in some restaurants, they add in the toppings on the side around the soup. Some chicken, some green onions, a piece of hard-boiled egg, and some of these Napa cabbage. These are very good because they're nice and crunchy. That's why you don't want to overcook it, the Napa cabbage. And there you go. This is the Filipino version of chicken mami, which is a simple chicken noodle soup. This is surely one of the recipe you could use during winter. It's like I said, it's a very mild flavor. You can top it with all kinds of stuff. You can use pork rinds, unseasoned pork rinds. Toasted garlic goes well with this. Shredded carrots. The sky's the limit on whatever you want to add on it. So, hope you try this recipe and let me know what you think. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.